Hi, my name is Shirley Klassen, and I'm from the Fort McMurray First Nations number 468. And welcome, I'm going to teach you how to bead earrings. I went to St. Bride's and St. Paul and got this pelon. This is what you use for your backings and your earrings. And you buy the jewels, whatever ones you want. And then you'll glue them onto here and you make enough room so that you could do your beads. So this is some that I'm going to start. And these you could buy at Halford's or St. Bride's and St. Paul. And after that, then you get all the beads you want. They have lots of beads there too. And then you just put your colors together how you want them. And then you buy your thread. You can buy it at Halford's. It's a size 10. That's the beading thread that we use, size 10. And the beads are all size 10s. So when you go to buy beads, you always ask for the size 10 because they're the right size for this. If you ask for 11s or the higher numbers, the smaller the bead is. So we always get size 10. And then you buy your needles. And they're not expensive. $2.95 for 25 needles is cheap. First you double thread. I always use a double thread when I'm beading for this. And I take 6 beads at a time. Then you hold them with your finger. And then you take a single thread and you go between each bead to tack them. Okay, for jewels, you just tack them each. There's little strings on each side, so you tack one side, go in the middle of it, and then you come out this way, and you tack this one in, and make sure you go at an angle so that you're not cutting your thread after. Cut it out, then you put your backing on, and then you take the back of your earring and you kind of measure where you would want it. So you use there. So I take a pen and I'll mark the back of it, and then you fold it in half and cut where you made the line. Then this goes inside. In there, pull it through, and then you just mark where your thing is. And there's your back. So then I usually hot glue them, and then they stay. So I'll hot glue this, and then I'll show you how to do the edging on this earring. So then you get another needle. I'll take this one off. Some people use single thread, but I use double. I always double mine. I think it'll stay, it won't come off. My cousin taught me how to thread a needle, like make a knot like this. So I've done it all my life. I've shown all my sisters how to do this way too. So after you get the knot, you stick it in here. And you hide your thread in between there. And you take your beads. I'm going to use silver. And then you go in between the jewel, pull it up, go into the last bead, go through, pull it up so it stands up, and then 2 after that. And go through the last bead, go up, pull it. Get to the end, you only take 1 bead and you go through that first bottom one that you had. And you go through, pull it, and then tie it. And hide it, hide your thread. Just go like this. And you just clip it off and there's your finished earring. So that's it for beading. It's not hard. How I learned, we had treaty days that time, and there was a girl in a tent by herself, and I said, "What are you doing in there?" She said, "I'm beading earrings." I said, "What?" I said, "Can anybody learn it?" And she said, "Yeah." She said, "Come on." So I went in there and I picked some of these jewels to do, and then you can sew them too because there's holes in them. You can sew, but I like to hot glue mine so they stay forever. And then I started beading, and that's how I started beading. She was showing me how to do it. So in the end, I ended up just beading a bunch of earrings. I gave most of mine to family and stuff, but now I started selling them. That's it. That's it.
There, finished. Now they go to the fridge and they dry the casings up for a bit.